Okay, so I would like you to check if you've got the vocabulary. Okay, here you have listening read, but I'm not sure that you will be able to listen to the video I had prepared. Okay, so let's check the different document. Okay, the listening read. Okay, let's see. Bon, j'essaie de passer au document suivant. OK. This is the listening read. Est-ce que vous voyez, est-ce que vous avez le texte warming up? Warming up. Oui. Vérifiez que vous avez également les questions. Hein, la question 1 sur find the French translation. Okay, for each of the word. Alors moi j'essaie de faire défiler les diapos. Apparemment je ne peux pas. Sur votre écran là, on a tout. Ok. Ok. Qu'est-ce que vous avez sur votre écran? Est-ce que vous avez the listening grid? Et est-ce que vous pouvez faire défiler les autres documents? Non. Oh, voilà, donc c'est le problème que j'ai également. Je vais regarder un petit peu ici pour voir le problème. Oui, mais c'est bloqué justement. C'est bloqué et je ne comprends pas pourquoi, puisque avec les autres groupes, j'arrivais à faire défiler. Ah, peut-être que ce n'est pas confirmé. Ok, il restait à confirmer, je crois, le téléchargement. Parce que ce document, ici, Listening Grid, pour l'instant, ne nous intéresse pas. Je ne comprends pas pourquoi c'est bloqué. Alors, il y a des choses qui sont en cours. Alors, bon. Alors, ça m'ennuie, puisque apparemment, ça ne veut pas bouger. Je sais que c'est arrivé à des collègues aussi. Alors, c'est très, très, très embêtant. Si on reste bloqué ici, okay. Le texte. Alors, apparemment, le texte le texte apparaît. Je vais cocher ici. Cocher. Voilà, vous voyez sur votre écran les différents documents sur lesquels on va travailler, à part le questionnaire sur la vidéo. Voilà. OK. Let's work on this. Do you have? Okay. Do you have this document? Okay. Can you see it? I'm gonna try to. Okay. So it is warming up. Je crains que vous ne puissiez lire correctement. Je mets plein écran. Voilà. Est-ce que vous arrivez à lire? Est-ce que vous arrivez à lire? Oui, alors vous voulez que j'écrive les phrases à noter? Oui, je vais écrire ce qui est important. D'accord? Alors, sur le document, alors moi, pour que je me rende compte que vous pouvez lire correctement, et je voudrais que quelqu'un puisse lire le tout premier paragraphe. Quelqu'un pour lire le tout premier paragraphe. Okay, nobody? Okay, so, yes. Alors, en attendant que vous trouviez le micro, je vais lire le premier paragraphe. Et après, ce sera à vous. Hein. Alors, warming up. J'essaie de voir si vous arrivez à lire correctement sur l'écran. Parce que c'est un petit peu difficile. OK, warming up. So, one step must never be forgotten when you undertake any physical activity. Warming up. Contrary to what many athletes think, it is not less important than any other training activity. Not only does a good warm-up help you increase the heat in your whole body or in specific group of muscles, but it also gets you in the right frame of mind for the effort you will have to produce afterwards. Okay? To see if warming up is valid. To see if warming up is valid. Tests have been carried out on certain athletes. They were asked not to warm up before a competition, and their subsequent performances were analyzed. These results compared unfavorably with those of warmed-up competitors, although there were no differences with regard to the number of injuries sustained. Okay, we're going to stop here. Okay, so our first concern, our first focus in this lesson will be to get interested in training and coaching. So warming up will be part of training. So this text focuses on the importance of warming up. Okay, so let's read on. I would like somebody to read the next paragraph. So a well-structured warm-up session. Okay, I would like to understand somebody. You don't need a microphone. Okay, just click on this. Okay, Nathan. Okay, we're listening. Okay, just a few lines. Can you read, Nathan? Or somebody else? Okay, you don't need to have a very good English. Okay, just read some sentences and somebody will continue. So from line 12, a well-structured, okay, I'm listening. We are listening.
Aventure de Toussy.
From line 12, a well-structured warm-up.
A well-structured warm-up session. You increase your heartbeat and raise your body temperature. Many warm-up exercises should be likened to the final activity you have to perform and at set time.
Temperature, good. Okay, can you speak louder, please?
Je suis à temperature.
Yes, so raise your body temperature. Good. Do you want to go on?
Many warm-up exercise should be likened to
Exercise.
activity you have to perform and a set time from warm-up exercise also help build concentration. Warming up
Yeah.
also include some kind of
Some kind.
time.
Some kind. Okay.
Stretching, c'est ça?
Of stretching. Stretching.
Stretching exercise to keep your muscles and joints supple.
Subtle. Right.
You can check your
Okay.
coverage. C'est tout? Ok. C'est fini ou je continue jusqu'à...
Yes, yes, you can stop here. Thank you. Okay, I would like somebody else to go on.
En fait, personne n'a un micro à part moi, apparemment.
How is it possible? Okay, so Maxime Young can try. Okay, Maxime, can you read out? Ok. Vous savez, le micro, c'est juste, il suffit de cliquer ici. Et ça ne fonctionne pas chez... Okay, you seem very happy, Joy. Okay, so Okay,
Hello.
Maxim. Okay,
Yes.
hello, hello. So at last, okay. So you can read from
You can check.
okay your yes. You can check your temperature
Okay.
rise.
So you can check your temperature rise by various means. The most obvious
Mhm.
ones. What?
The most obvious. Okay.
The most obvious ones being a hot feeling and the appearance of sweat on your skin.
Good. Okay.
Psychologically,
Okay.
your
Okay.
concentration.
Psychologically. Mhm.
What?
Yes, psychologically.
Psychologically, your
Okay.
concentration can be enhanced by some suitable use of sophology, whose impact will show mainly in improved performance.
Okay.
If you
Improve performance. Okay.
improve performance, if you skip this part of your training, you will soon realize that cramps and strained muscles are often the painful consequences of doing so, and after a while you will accept the fact that giving up half an hour or so of your training, so training to warm up activities if a necessity.
Good. Okay. Thank you, Maxim.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
So, uh, okay. So let's come. Number one, exercise number one is an exercise, a vocabulary exercise. But before this, okay, what do you want to say about this text? Is it did you learn something about warming up? What okay, before we get into the document, what can you say about warming up? What do you know about warming up? Okay, did you have you understood this text? It is about warming up. What's the use? Okay, what do you know about warming up? What is the use of warming up? Okay, you can either write or speak. Yes, yes, you're right. It's very important. It is important to warm up before the real practice. Okay, so what do you know about warming up? Why is it so important? What are the risks of not being warmed up enough? Okay. Yes, running can be an example of warming up before training on a special on a specific exercise. Yes, yes. Okay. So what's the goal? What's the goal? Hmm? To avoid, yes, you're right, to avoid injuries. Yes, you must prepare your muscles before the effort. Okay, so you all know that it allows you to avoid injuries. Okay, and it's a way to get prepared for the efforts. Okay, so we are going to get into this text. And first of all, we're going to have a look on the vocabulary. Okay, let's read the first exercise. You're required to find the French translation from A to G for each English sentence. Okay, so you have an English sentence on the right, on the left, and on the other side you have the French translation. Okay, so you have to choose the right one. Okay, to match the right English sentence with the French translation. Okay, okay, so I've got an answer. 1F. Okay, for Maxime. 1F. So can you just read it and read the French and just I've got a lot of answers. Let's stop at the so Maxime Young. Can you read 1? Can you read 1?
Yes, so the one is
Yes.
he is out of practice.
Yes. So
Answer F, il manque d'entraînement.
voilà. Hein, donc, is out of practice. OK, means il manque d'entraînement. D'accord? Donc, juste un petit mot avant qu'on continue. Il faudra bien retenir ça pour, quand vous allez revoir votre. Quand vous allez faire vos révisions pour le contrôle. D'accord?
Très bien, très bien, très bien.
Is out of practice. Alors, je vais l'écrire. Le noter, c'est très bien. Alors, 1F. 1F. Il manque d'entraînement. OK. Joy Gerarda, 1F. Yes. 2F. Who said that? 2F? No. Okay. So, sweating during training is normal. Okay. Number 2. Sweating during training. Who wants to? You said, okay, number 2, yes, E. Okay, I would like to hear Joy. Can you read number 2, Joy? Joy, can you read number 2, sentence number 2? Or somebody else? Okay, so sweating during training is normal, okay? Okay, you don't have a microphone. She doesn't have, okay. So, but you're right, okay? Number 2 is E. Okay, so il est normal de transpirer pendant l'entraînement. Okay, to sweat. Okay, c'est transpirer. Number 3 now. Okay, number 3. Number 3, we are keen on stretching. We are keen on stretching. So, who can answer that? 3A. Okay, do you agree with that? 3A. So, we're keen on stretching. So, nous sommes adeptes. Nous sommes adepte des étirements. Okay, to stretch. To stretch, c'est s'étirer. Okay, and I would like to make a very brief reminder of to be keen on, okay? To be keen on means to really love, to really love, okay? To love a lot, okay? So, to be keen on, et ça se construit avec soit un nom, soit un VING. Ici, vous avez we're keen on stretching, we're keen on sports. Okay, you can the sentence that way. Be keen on means to really love a lot. Okay, to be well. You can also translate by you can also say to be crazy about. Okay, to be mad about. So next, a strained muscle is painful. It is number four. Number four, strained muscle. Number four. Number four has been already found. Okay, it is B. Une élongation est douloureuse. Oui, donc c'est 4B. Une élongation est douloureuse. Okay, once again, don't try to remember the different words. Okay, the vocabulary. Okay, don't forget. Okay, so a strained muscle means une élongation. Hein, donc, quand vous avez votre muscle, ça correspond au muscle. Hein, when your muscle is is hurt, has been hurt. Okay, so it is painful. Number five. Okay, now Joy Beer. Okay, so number five, injuries can be due to lack of preparation. So you suggest number five, you suggest G. Okay, les blessures peuvent être causées par un manque de préparation. Oui, vous avez lack of something, un manque de préparation. Donc, c'est 5G. 5G. Okay, a cramp is a physiological signal. A cramp is a physiological signal. Number 6, joy. Okay, what about the others? Jérémy Baldor, Gillian Germe, K. Arden. How are you? What are you doing? Okay, so a cramp is a physiological signal. So you have une crampe est un signal physiologique. Okay, so it is it was rather easy. 6D. And to finish with number 7, warming up is not a second-rate activity. Warming up is not a second-rate activity. Number 7, so it is C. L'échauffement n'est pas une activité de second ordre. Ok, retenez l'expression second rate, de seconde zone. Quand on parle de citoyens, second rate citizens, des citoyens de seconde zone. Donc, on pourrait également employer l'équivalent secondary, ok, not important. Ok, so vous avez 7C. 7C n'est pas une activité de second ordre. It's quite important. Okay, so this this little point on the vocabulary is going to help you to understand better the main point of this text. Okay, so I would like you to turn to the next page. Doesn't move. Okay, so I will. Problem is that you won't have the text before you, and that's difficult. Alors, ça. Non, c'est pas celle-là. Okay, can you just wait a moment? Not this one. Okay, looking for the questions. Okay. Okay, now, alors, c'est pas celui-là, c'est l'autre texte. Autre question. Okay, donc I'm gonna, if I can't, if I can have the good questions, I'm gonna read them for you. Okay, so I'm going to read the questions. Okay, so let's have the text. Warming up has a double function. What can you answer to this? Do you think it is? Do you think it is wrong? Do you think it is true or false? Ok. Donc je vous lis les phrases. Je vais afficher votre texte comme tout à l'heure, ce qui vous permettra d'avoir le texte sous les yeux. Comme ça, vous avez le texte sous les yeux. Okay, so listen to the first statement. Warming up has a double function, okay, according to what is said in the text. So what can you quote from the text to justify? Okay, first you have to say if it is true or false, and you are going to justify by quoting. Okay, can you read the text? Okay, can you read the text? Okay, can you read it easily? Okay, so I repeat, okay, you said that it is true. I repeat the question, okay? Warming up has a double function. So you say it is true. Okay, how can you justify this answer? Do you want me to enlarge the picture? Yes, the right frame of mind for the effort you will have to produce afterwards. So, okay, you're right. Okay, let's just enlarge the text. So, in this sentence, okay, and it starts with not only does. Alors, cette expression permet d'insister. Hein, c'est une expression d'insistance. Not only does a good warm-up help you increase the heat in your whole body or in specific groups of muscles, but it also gets you in the right frame of mind for the effort you will have to produce afterwards. Ok, donc ici, ça répond exactement, ça justifie exactement votre réponse. Hein, donc, le 1, statement number 1 is true. I'm going to write the statement, and it is true because if you quote line number 3 down to number 5, okay, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you justify your answer. Okay, I'm going to write, we don't have any, okay, I'm going to write, no, I'm not going to write it, okay, you'll just have, I will put the questions on the platform, okay? So, 1 is true. Okay, 1 is true. And you quote, you're going to quote line 3 to 6. 3 to 6. Okay? Okay. Donc, je ne vais pas réécrire, les statements. Je vais juste vous poster les questions par la suite. Hein. J'écris juste le numéro des phrases. Okay, so statement number 1. Okay, I'm going to repeat the sentence. Warming up has a double function. We said that it is true. And we justify by quoting line 3 to 6, okay? Sentence number 2, statement number 2, scientific tests showed that warming up increases the athlete's performances and decreases the risk of injuries. I think I'm going to write it because it's a rather long sentence. Scientists. Okay, scientific. Sorry, scientific. Scientific tests showed that warming up and warming up increase athletes' performances. And decrease and decrease. And decrease the risk of injuries. Okay. That is the second statement. Scientific tests showed that warming up. Okay, I missed the A. That warming up increases. Okay, you will have to add the S. Increases athletes' performances and decreases the risk of injuries. Is it true? Okay, so let's enlarge the text. Okay, so is it true? Can somebody answer this? Scientific tests showed that warming up increases athletes' performances and decreases the risk of injuries. Is it true? Can you answer this? Can you answer this question? Is it true that warming up increases athletes' performances and decreases the risk of injuries? Okay, there's still somebody. So Maxime Young says that is true. Okay, so can you justify it? Okay, do you want me to enlarge the text? So you think that it is true that warming up increases athletes' performances? Okay, so it is rather ambiguous. You're right. So it is true that it increases athletes' performances. Okay, let's read. the second part, just here, to see if warming up is valid. Tests have been carried out on certain athletes. They were asked not to warm up before a competition, and their subsequent performances were analyzed. Okay, these results compared unfavorably with those of warmed-up competitors. Okay, although there were no differences with regard to the number of injuries sustained. So, what do you think? Is Maxime right? So, do you agree with Maxime? Oh, yes, you agree with yourself. Okay. What about the others? What about the others? Before I check your answer, I would like to listen to the others. You agree with yourself? What about Joy? Okay, let's read it. No, you don't. You don't agree. Why? Why don't you agree with them? Okay, I repeat the statement. Scientific tests. Okay, donc beware of the little mistakes I've made. I'm not very good at typing. Okay, so scientific tests showed that warming up increases athletes' performances, okay, and decreases the risk of injuries. So you say, no, it's true, it's false. Okay, how can we justify? What about Clara? What about Bastian? What do you think? Okay, so Joy, you think it is false? Can you justify? What about Maxime? What do you want to say? So Maxime says there are no differences with regard to the number of injuries sustained. Okay, so it is, and the sentence says it decreases the risk of injuries. So it's false, okay? Because as you put it, there are no differences in terms of injuries, okay? So it is. And what about the athletes' performances? What about athletes' performances? I'm gonna enlarge the text. Okay, what it says? It says that these results compare unfavorably with those of warned competitors. Okay, donc I would like a translation of this. Okay, it is very important to translate it to understand this correctly. unfavorably. OK? Donc, qu'est-ce qu'on nous dit ici? Ces résultats ont montré une différence qui n'était pas en faveur donc des compétiteurs qui n'étaient pas entraînés, qui étaient entraînés, d'accord? Donc l'avantage était pour les compétiteurs qui étaient entraînés. Donc these results compare unfavorably with those of warmed up. Donc ceux qui étaient en défaveur, qui étaient en dessous, c'était ceux qui n'étaient pas échauffés. Ok? Bien que, although there were no differences with regard to the number of injuries sustained, so right, the fact of being warmed up didn't make any difference between the warmed competitors and the not warmed competitors, but the differences could be seen, could be observed in terms of performances. Okay, so warmed competitors had better results than those who hadn't warmed up. Okay, so do you agree with that? Can you understand the text that way? Yes, Maxime recognized that it was wrong. Okay, so you understand that it is wrong. So we can sum it up that way. The fact of being warmed up does impact réellement, does impact on the level of performances, okay? But it doesn't impact in terms of injuries, okay? It didn't make any differences, okay? So we're going to note it down. Number 3. No. Okay. It is number 2. Number 2. Sorry. 2. It is false. 2 is false, and we're going to quote line 10. Okay. Line 10, which says here, it does increase, okay? It does increase. Where is it? 1. Okay, so these results compared unfavorably with those of warmed-up competitors, although there were no differences with regard to the number of injuries sustained. So we can put these lines. Okay, sentence number 3. Statement number 3. A warm-up session. A warm session doesn't need to be necessarily coherent with the final exercise. So, is it coherent? Means it means that it has to be logical, okay, in a logical way, okay. So I repeat the sentence, the statement. An efficient warming up. Okay, maybe I'm going to write it. An efficient warming up. Efficient warming up. Where is it? A warm-up session. Okay, doesn't need to be. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna finish writing your other does not need to be thoroughly coherent with the final the final exercise. Okay, so okay, a warm-up session doesn't need to be necessarily coherent with the final exercise. Okay, so you, Joy, I read your sentence, but I'm not going to say anything. Okay, for everybody to have time to answer and to find out. Many warm-up exercises should be linked to the final activities you have to perform. Okay, so do you agree with Joy? Okay, is it true? Is it true? Is this statement an efficient? Efficient. A warm-up session doesn't need to be necessarily coherent with the final exercise. So it is false, okay? It is number 3. Sentence number 3. The answer, and it is false. You're right, Joy. And if we quote the text, if we quote the text, we can quote line 13. No, it is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so on this line, many warm-up exercises should be linked. Okay, so to be linked to. Okay, this is the key, the key word. So it has to be linked. Should be linked to the final activities you have to perform. And okay, and I said time for one. Okay, so the answer, the real justification lies in this line. Should be linked to the final activities. Okay, so that's why it was false. So we said sentence 3 was false. Then 4. Non, j'ai pas envoyé le 3. Ok. Alors je vais peut-être préciser 3 F et line 13. Okay. For the last statement. Okay. So sentence number 3 was false, and we have justified by putting line 13. Okay, let's finish this. And, okay, number four. Number four. So, an efficient warming up must positively impact your heartbeat, your muscle, and your joint. Okay, I'm gonna write this, type this sentence. An efficient warming up an efficient one must positively impact your heartbeat. Impact your heart, your heartbeat. Yes. Heartbeat and your heartbeat, your muscle and your joints. Your muscles, your joints. Okay, so an efficient warming up must positively, must positively impact, sorry. Impact. So it is, is it wrong? Is it true? So where can you, how can we justify it? Justify the answer. Oh, efficient means efficace. Okay, the French for efficient is efficace. So, a quick Joy is writing right now. Okay, don't let her time to answer. Tells us. So you got, you have, so you think it is false? An efficient warming up must positively impact your muscle and your joints, and also your heartbeat and muscles. Okay, false. Many warm-up exercises should be linked to the final activities you have to perform. Okay, let's have a look at the text. Okay, so let's see if okay, let's read line to keep you so okay. If we read this, a well-structured, okay, a well-structured warm-up session helps you increase the heartbeat and raise your body temperature. Okay, many warm-up exercises should be linked to the final activities you have to perform. And a set time for warm-up exercises also helps build concentration. Okay, warming up should also include some kind of stretching exercises to keep your muscles and joints supple. Okay, you can check your temperature rise by various means. Okay, so we can say that if you want if you want your warming up session to be efficient, it must also impact your heartbeat, your muscle, and your joints. Okay, it doesn't contradict the fact that it should be linked to the final activities. Okay, whatever activities you will have to perform, you have to have a perfect heartbeat, and you have to, your muscle must be fit. Okay, and also it's also right for your joints. Okay, so we can say that it is right. Okay, and we can quote line 16, to keep your muscle and joint supple. So we can say that it is right, and we are going to quote here line 16 here. Okay, yes. Well, should also include some kind of stretching exercise to keep your muscles and joint supple. And after that, it is mentioned. Heartbeat is being mentioned also. Okay, do you agree with that? Okay, line. Okay, so it is not totally false. It is right. Um, if we note that the muscle and joints but be kept supple. Okay. So number 5. Number 5 is sentence number 5. Warming up also includes mental preparation. Okay, I'm going to write warming up like this. Okay, warming up also includes also includes mental preparation. Okay, so okay, warming up. I just written W and up. Okay, it means warming up. Also include mental preparation, and it is number 5. Okay, is it true? Does warming up also include mental preparation? Is it part of warming up? And efficient, yes, it is true. Okay, okay. Let's come back to number 4. Okay, number 4, an efficient warming up, etc. It is true. Okay, it was true, and we have quoted line 16. Line 16, which says to keep your muscles and joint supple. Okay. Okay, do you agree with that? Number 5. Okay, so let's go on and work on statement number 5. If you agree with number 4. Okay, is there any questions? Okay, so let's go on number 5. Warming up also includes mental preparation. Okay, is it true or false? Okay, Maximilian, it's true. Okay, it's true. How can you justify? Can you quote a line, a sentence? Okay, I'm gonna notch okay, line, you said line 19, okay. There was a bug, my screen. 19, can you read it? This concentration, okay. Many well structured, also. So I get it. Many warm-up exercises to the final activities you have to perform, and a set time for warm-up exercises also help build concentration. Okay, so concentration is linked to mental preparation. Okay, and if you read on, you have warming up also includes some kind of stretching exercises. Okay, no, the right quote is line numbers 19. Okay, helps build concentration, and you also have on the same line that you have psychologically your concentration can be enhanced by some suitable use of sophrology. Ok, donc vous pouvez ajouter, alors je sais pas compter le numéro de la ligne ici. Donc on a non seulement la première phrase, d'accord, helps build concentration ici, mais on peut rajouter psychologically your concentration can be enhanced by some suitable use of sophrology. Oui, et puis on peut aller plus loin en continuant. Whose impact will show mainly in improved performance. Okay, so next, so we answer the question first. Oh là là, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Okay, we answer the question. So number 5, it is true. Okay, 5 is true, and it is on line 19. Line 19. What it says helps build concentration. Okay. 6. An athlete can't afford to waste his time to waste his time before his training session. Okay? Okay? And an athlete can't afford to waste his time before his training session. To waste his time warming up before a training session. Okay, let's consider this. Athletes, okay, statement number 6, an athlete can't afford to waste his time warming up before a training session. Is it true? Okay, I enlarge again. Okay, is it a waste of time? Okay, let's see who can answer. Are you still here? It's false. Okay, you're right, Joy. How do you justify this? Okay, what about the others? Gilliane, Jérémy, Marc, Minos, Clara, Kishnama. Okay, line 20. Okay, let's have a look at line 20. Okay, I'm gonna enlarge line 20. Where is it? Okay, if you skip, okay, donc I didn't, you skip this part of your training, okay, you will soon realize that cramps and strained muscles are often the painful consequences of doing so, and after a while you will accept the fact that giving up half an hour or so of your training warm-up activities is a necessity. Okay, so it is clear that warming up is not a waste of time. So these lines are enough to justify the fact that on line 20, yes, from line 21 down to 25, okay, we can justify that the sentence statement number 6 is false. Okay, so let's come back to okay, Maxime. Yeah. Yes, Joy said line 23. Yes. Yes, Joy, you will accept the fact that giving half an hour or so of your training to warm-up activities is a necessity. Okay, so you're right. So um, it is, so 6 is false. This is false. And we can justify with line 23, 20, okay, up to 20, yes. You really accept that it is, and this is line 23. Okay, and to finish, let's read the last statement. Avoiding warming up activities results in physiological problems. Okay, avoiding warm-up activities. Okay, avoiding warm-up activities results in physiological problems. Physiological problems. Okay. Avoiding warm-up activities results in physiological problems. Okay. So is it true? Let's enlarge the text. Okay. It is in the same order of idea. Okay. In the same framework. Okay. So it is, yes, true. If you skip this part of your training, you will soon realize that cramps and strained muscle are often the painful consequences. Okay, so physiological problems is means the problems linked with your body. Okay, with your body, like a problem with your muscles, with your bones, etc. So you're given here an examples of what might be those physiological problems, cramps, okay, muscles, strained muscles, etc. Okay, so number 7 is true. Number 7 is true. And we justify by putting line 21 and 22. 21 also. Okay. So I think we can stop here. We're going to stop here. And I hope that next time it will work better than that. Okay, so est-ce que, let's turn, switch to French. Est-ce que tout le monde a pu suivre? Est-ce que les documents que je vous ai mis, vous avez la possibilité de les imprimer. Hein, pour avoir la version papier. Oui, d'accord. D'accord. Alors, ce sera intéressant. Je vais, d'ici la prochaine séance, je vais mettre à jour hein, les documents que je vous ai mis. Je vais vous mettre également une version corrigée hein, des questions. Je vais vous mettre les questions sans réponse, mais les questions avec les réponses, de façon à ce que vous ayez tout ce qu'il faut pour le CC, tout ce qu'il faut pour réviser. Et donc, il faut que je sache hein, que si vous pouvez en PDF, alors en PDF, peu importe, c'est pour que vous puissiez avoir la version papier, hein, que ce soit plus pratique pour vous pour revoir, parce que tous les documents que je dois vous donner, je vous les donnerai de cette manière-là. Donc après, pour faire les révisions, il faut que ce soit pratique pour vous et que vous puissiez revoir correctement. D'accord? Alors, voilà. Donc, ce que vous allez imprimer, ce sera pour vous. Hein, si vous pouvez le faire pour les camarades, vous organisez. D'accord? OK. Donc, d'accord. OK. Enjoy your meals. Okay, we're all hungry. Okay, so goodbye. See you next week. Enjoy your meal. Have a good lunch. Okay, thank you. Enjoy.